Hey, what's up guys? Jackson here of Concealer This. So today I'll be showing you guys exactly how I go about coloring my hair. So the first thing you'll need is a developer. So remember, the higher the number, the faster the processing. Next, I'll be using L'Oreal's Excellence High Color Permanent Hair Color Cream. Now, this product states that it will lift and color your hair in one easy step without leaving it looking brassy. So I definitely want to try that out because I'm super lazy. All right, next I'm going to always use gloves just to protect my hands. And then for your color, you want to use a whisk, a coloring bowl of your choice. And then to rinse and hydrate my hair, I'll be using one and only argan oil moisturizing shampoo and conditioner. I've been hearing great things about it, so I wanted to give it a try. Alright, so your first step is to just empty all of your contents that's in the squeeze tube out into the bowl. Now, since my hair is really long, I'm going to use all of the contents that's in the squeeze tube so that I can make sure I get a full amount of color payoff. Next, you want to take about 5 to 6 capsules of the developer. I'm pretty much eyeballing it because I've colored hair so many times, but what you're looking for is a very creamy consistency. So just make sure that you mix the contents together very well, and then once they're kind of married together, you'll get this very creamy consistency. It won't be too thick or too thin, and that is a great indicator. So after you've mixed your hair color and your developer, you can begin to apply the color to your hair. So as you can see, I'm starting from the bottom and I'm not really going in any particular order. I'm just making sure to work my way up until I get to as far as I want to go for this hair. So for this look, I do want kind of that root appearance to show, so I'm not going to color the hair all the way up to the root. I'm going to leave some of that exposed. But if you would like to and you want to color the entire shaft of the hair, just be sure to go all the way up to the top. So as you can see, again, I'm just applying it in no particular fashion, but you do want to make sure that you are putting a lot of product onto the hair. Once you arrive to the area where your hair color and your roots meet, you then want to flip your brush over sideways and begin a process known as balayage. Now, balayage is just a highlighting process made simple for hair colorists, but I like to use this process when doing this type of hair color so that I won't have that harsh line that you sometimes see when people do ombre effects. You get me? All right. So again, I'm just showing you how to do this coloring process on both sides. It's the same exact thing, so just keep the same thought process in mind when you're coloring your hair. So next, to help with the processing, I'm going to place the hair onto some foil, regular house foil, and I'm just going to fold it together but not too tight. So you want to fold it where it will process but not suffocate the hair. If it suffocates, then it's not going to process in the manner in which you'd like it to. Also, I didn't show it in the video, but you do want to make sure that you spread the hair apart and really make sure that you get in between the hair so that you won't have splotchiness. I wanted to show you guys what I do when I'm coloring my closure. So you're just going to follow the same process that you did when you colored your bundles, but sometimes coloring the closure can be a little daunting because, let's face it, that's the first thing that people will see or notice when they see your hair color. So just follow the same process and don't forget to do that balayage technique, more so now than anything when you're coloring your closure. Also, for those of you that might be wondering, I will not be bleaching the knots on this closure because I took a look at it and I actually don't need to. So it looks as if the closure knots are already tinted for me. So I'm just going to color the hair. After about 45 minutes, you want to open up your foil and take a look at your hair. So as you can see, it's definitely taken to the color very nicely. And you just want to pull it apart and see how the inside is looking as well. And also to make sure that you don't have any hot spots. But because of this hair color, you really shouldn't. Now what I mean by hot spots is that sometimes when you bleach hair, for example, some parts will process faster than others, and so you have to be really mindful of that. But since this hair color actually colors and tones at the same time, you should not have that issue. But for those of you using bleach, please be sure to make sure that you don't have any hot spots. Alright, and then after you shampoo, condition, and let air dry, you should be left with these very beautiful tones. So as you can see, each bundle has a different hue of brown, and that is because I use different color boxes to get this, this look. So as you can see, the first one was a very light, almost golden blonde. The second one is a reddish brown. This next one can be considered like a dark brown. And then the very last bundle, the 24-inch, mimics a true dark brown. I wanted to do that to get a nice seamless ombre effect. And I can't forget to show you guys the closure. As you can see, it did very well with the hair color. So the next video up is me showing you this hair as well as styling it. So keep on watching. Until the next video, guys, stay beautiful and stay blessed. Peace out.